now. I have a good ear. No, I'll edit that.
Oh, thank you.
Jewel.
Worshipful Hi, Kuya.
Brother Roland.
Kuyang.
Shout out.
Kamusta, Kuyang?
Shout out sa mga
Hi, Kuyang.
mga girlfriend, asawa.
Ayos yan.
Mga
Magod na Pilipinas.
Oh, syempre.
Hello, sa
Narating ba?
Oh.
Alright.
1 million viewer.
Okay, thank you.
Malupit, nag-ano.
Oo. Sayang. Extra kita.
Salamat.
Oh. Ito yung si Senator. The lunch is about to begin.
Thank you for sunshine, for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
You're going to be the last one. Okay, make sure you get in line, okay?
All the officers that open lodge stand up. If it's wrapped three times, all masons stand up. And when standing, one wrap will seat them. Thank you, brothers. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you.
Hi, Raj. Time shine, bro.
Calling officers, please assume your stations.
Too shaky?
I survived, oh my God.
Good, this page. Survive, huh? I wrote that this morning.
All documented. It's all documented. Yes.
Discovery Channel.
I'm gonna put it on
Word
the
officer, you can tell.
History Channel.
You can record History Channel.
I like it.
When I was master at Santa Rosa Lodge, I got a call from one of the members. On Channel 9, they're showing the third degree. What are we going to do about it? Hi, bud.
Can I try?
And before you.
Where's Len?
Excuse me. Sorry. Thank you. The directions in the program are wrong. Don't trust that. No. It's supposed to be Marshall. Marshall. Yep.
Marshall Sawyer Romero. Chaplain Richard Chapman. Senior Deacon Glenn Buckner.
Ano yan ba? Nagre-record lang.
Pinapatay ko.
Who has been elected Worshipful Master of South Cape Lodge number 100. We believe him to be a good moral and a great skill. Good and trusty, as he is over of the whole journey and wherever so dispersed. We doubt not that our confidence in him is the represent this Lord.
Brother Marshall, we will place our brother at the altar, there to receive the benefit of prayer and to take his official obligation. Would all please rise for prayer.
Most holy and glorious Lord God, we approach thee with reverence and implore thy blessing on this brother, selected to preside over this lodge, and now prostrate before thee. Fill his heart with thy fear, that his tongue and actions may pronounce thy glory. Make him steadfast in thy service. Grant him firmness of mind. Animate his heart and strengthen his endeavors. May he teach thy judgments and thy laws, and be thy true and faithful servant. Bless him, O Lord, and bless the work of his hands. Accept us in mercy. Hear thou our prayer, and grant our earnest supplications. Amen.
Sumo it be.
You may be seated. My brother, previous to your investiture, it is necessary that you should signify your assent to those ancient charges and regulations which point out the duty of the master of the lodge. Do you agree to be a good man and true and strictly to obey the moral law? Do you agree to be a peaceable citizen and cheerfully conform to the laws of the country in which you reside? Do you promise not to be concerned in plots and conspiracies against the government, but patiently submit to the laws and the constituted authorities? Do you promise to respect genuine brethren and discountenance impostors and all, in every case consistent with the constitutions of Freemasonry? Do you agree to avoid private piques and quarrels and guard against intemperance and excess? Do you agree to be cautious in your behavior, courteous to your brethren, and faithful to your lodge? Do you promise to respect genuine brethren and discountenance impostors and all dissenters from the original plan of Masonry? Do you agree to pay homage to the Grand Master and his officers when duly installed? Brother Roger John Parayno, you will now repeat your official obligation.
I solemnly promise, upon the honor of a Mason, that in the office of Master of Southgate Lodge number 100, I will, to the best of my ability, strictly comply with, abide by, and enforce the constitutions and regulations of the most worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Washington, the bylaws of Southgate Lodge number 100, and all the Masonic usages as far as the same should come to my knowledge.
great pleasure I now invest you with the jewel of the Master of the Lodge, the square. As the square is used by the operative mason to fit and adjust the stones of the building, that all its parts may properly agree, so you, as master of your lodge, are admonished by the symbolic meaning of the square to preserve that moral deportment among the members of your lodge which should always characterize the good and the pure, especially the good mason, and to exert your authority to prevent ill feelings or angry discussions arising to impair the harmony of their meetings. You will now receive in charge the various implements used in your lodge. First, I present you with the three great lights of masonry: the Holy Bible, square, and compass. The Holy Bible is the great light of masonry, and forever sheds its benignant rays upon every lawful assembly of free and accepted mason. The square teaches us to regulate our actions and harmonize our conduct by the principles of morality and virtue. And the compasses teach us to limit our desires in every station, that rising to eminence by merit, we may live respected and die regretted. I also present you with the rule and line. The rule directs that we should punctually observe our duty, press forward in the path of virtue, and inclining neither to the right nor to the left in all our actions have eternity in view. The line teaches the criterion of moral rectitude to avoid dissimulation in conversation and action, and it directs our inquiries after the truth. The Book of Constitutions, you are to search at all times. Cause it to be read in your lodge, that none can pretend ignorance of the excellent precepts it enjoins. You now receive in your special charge the charter. By the authority of which this lodge is held, as its lawful custodian, you are to carefully preserve and duly transmit it to your successor in office. Next year you'll be doing what Dave's. That's right. I also present you with the bylaws, which you are to see carefully and punctually executed. And lastly, I place in your hands the gavel, an additional insignia of your rank and authority. Wield it, my brother, with prudence and discretion, firmly, yet never arbitrarily, to the end that good order and harmony may always be preserved. And I now seat you in the oriental chair and cover you with that distinction which in this lodge is your privilege alone to wear.
Just Mason.
Worshipful Master, behold your brethren. Brethren, behold your worshipful Master, and join with me in giving the grand honors.
Thank you, brothers.
After me. I solemnly promise upon the honor of a Mason.
I solemnly promise upon the honor of a Mason
that I will, to the best of my ability,
that I will, to the best of my ability,
strictly comply with and abide by
strictly comply with and abide by
the Constitution's rules and regulations of the Most Worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Washington.
Worshipful Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Washington.
The bylaws of Southgate Lodge number 100.
Bylaws of Southgate Lodge number 100.
Of the senior warden. The senior warden of this lodge and will now be invested with the jewel of your office. The rebel reminds us that we are descended from the same stock.
Elected junior warden, Southgate Lodge number 100. Why am I
We need him here. Thank you, my brother. Brother Lawrence Darvin, you have been elected junior warden of this lodge and will now be invested with the jewel of your office. The plum admonishes us to walk uprightly in our several stations, to hold the scales of justice with equal poise, to observe a just median between intemperance and pleasure, and to make our passions and prejudices coincide.
I now present to you Brother Juan Pineda, who has been elected treasurer of this lodge and now present himself for his voting.
Brother Bonaparte Pineda, you have been elected treasurer of this lodge and will now be invested with the jewel of your office. It is your duty to take charge of the stocks and other properties of the lodge, to receive all monies from the hands of the secretary, keep just and regular accounts of the same, pay them out by order of the Worshipful Master, and Worshipful Brother David Ellis, you have been elected secretary of this lodge and will now be invested with the jewel of your office. As the success and prosperity of the lodge in a great measure depend upon the ability, faithfulness, and assiduity of the secretary, the office you assume. Worshipful Brother Joey Romero, you have been appointed marshal of this lodge and will now be invested with the baton as the appropriate emblem of your office. It is your duty to form and conduct all processions in the Worshipful Master direct. Congratulations, Brother Joy. Worshipful Brother Richard Dwayne Chapman, you have been appointed chaplain of this lodge. The Holy Bible is a great revelation. It forever sheds its benignant rays upon every lawful offender of free and separate. Teach us on this life-giving truth. We is fitting that an emblem of the sacred volume should be the jewel of your office, with which you will now be invested. Congratulations, my brother.
Worshipful Master, I now present to you brothers and Brother Ronaldo or Gavel, who have been appointed deacons of this lodge and now present themselves for installation.
I've heard it pronounced all different ways. Brother Glenn Lockhart, Brother Ronaldo Parayno, you have been elected deacon of this lodge and will now be invested with the jewel of your office. And we place in your hands these rods, which you will bear in the performance of official duty as a symbol of your deputed authority. It is your duty to attend on the master and wardens and act as their proxies in the active duties of the lodge, such as in the reception of candidates into the different degrees of masonry, the introduction and accommodation of visitors, and in the immediate practice of the rites. Square and compasses as badges of your office we entrust to you, not doubting your vigilance and attention. You will now repair to your respective places in the lodge. And congratulations. Brother Ray Haney Jr. and Brother Charles Celestial, you have been appointed stewards of this lodge and will now be invested with the jewels of your office. And we place in your hands these rods, which
Worshipful Master, I now present to you the third worshipful Brother Richard Molden, who has been appointed musician of this lodge and now present himself for installation.
Very worshipful Brother Richard G. Molden, you have been appointed musician of this lodge and will now be invested in the jewel of your office. Under the direction of the worshipful Master, you will conduct the musical services of the lodge. as harmony is the strength and support of all institutions, may the harmony over which you preside strengthen and support every gentle and emotion. Congratulations. Brother Wilson, Serrano, you have been appointed hider of this lot and will now be invested in this. So it should admonish us to set a guard over our thoughts, a watch at our lips, and post a sentinel over our actions, thereby preventing the approach of every unworthy thought, word, or deed, and preserving consciences void of offense toward God and man. We trust that your regard for good order will prompt you to the faithful discharge of the duties of your office. Congratulations, Brother Wilson. The charges will be delivered by Most Worshipful Brother Santi Lascano.
Worshipful Master, please rise. Worshipful Master, the superintendents and government of the Bretheren who compose the lodge, having been committed to your care, you cannot be insensible with the duties which devolve on you as their head, nor to your responsibilities for the faithful discharge of the duties appertaining to your office. The honor, reputation, and usefulness of your lodge will materially depend upon the skill and ability with which you manage its concerns. And the happiness of your brethren may be generally promoted in accordance with the zeal and ability with which you propagate the genuine knowledge of our institution. As a pattern of imitation, consider the great luminary of nature, which rising from the east regularly diffuses light and luster to all within its circle. In like manner, it is your province to spread light and communication to the brethren of your lodge, forcefully impress upon them the dignity and high importance of masonry. Charge them to practice out of the lodge those duties which are inculcated in it, and by amiable, virtuous, and discreet conduct, to convince mankind of the goodness of our institution, so that when a person is said to be a member of it, the world may know that he is one to whom the burdened heart may pour out his sorrow, to whom distress may prefer its suit, whose hands are guided by justice, and whose heart are expanded by benevolence. In short, what you may have seen praiseworthy in others, you should carefully emulate. What in them appears to be defective, you should in yourselves amend. You should be examples of good order and regularity, for it is only by due regard to the laws in your own conduct can you expect obedience to them from others. In the absence of the Worshipful Master, you will succeed to higher duties. Your requirements, therefore, is such has now been duly installed in their respective stations and places.
I have been directed to proclaim, and I do now proclaim, that the Worshipful Masters, wardens, and other officers of Southgate Lodge number 100 have been duly installed in their respective stations and places.
Brother Installing Marshal, you will now deliver the benediction. Will everybody please
out there. So if you are curious about that, look for our senior warden, Luisito Pineda. In the South, a very quiet young man, a medtech by heart, who cared for the memory that is his specialty. Junior Warden Lawrence Dargan. To my left, this brother is going to keep us afloat and ensure that all the means are all accounted for. The state auditor from the state of Washington, Brother Juan Pineda. Our secretary, now officially our past master, who will keep me in check and on my toes all the time, Worshipful Brother Dave Ellis. Sitting on my left here in front, who just got this notice yesterday that he's going to be the chaplain. He is the manager of this building and is responsible for all the rental properties that we have. And he just took on that position yesterday wholeheartedly. Brother Worshipful Rick Chapman. And seated right next to him, he has been elected 3 times as master of this lodge. His involvement and commitment to the craft has never gone unnoticed. He is very much engaged. Worshipful Brother Joey Romero. On my right side, Brother Glenn Bachton, a Mason who is very eager to get in line and go through the stages and learning more about what is Freemasonry, and is readily available to help out where help is needed. He's the one who set up the tables downstairs, Brother Senior Deacon Glenn Bachton. At the door, right next to the senior warden seated, a younger Brother Mason, but devoted much of his time and taking time off from work to learn the rituals. Brother Junior Deacon Ronaldo Urbano. Our senior steward is a transplant from another lodge, but now called Southgate Lodge 100 as his new home. I've never seen anyone go camping hauling a U-Haul truck with his enormous, gigantic, 6-foot tall, 4 feet wide barbecue smoker. I mean, this was a colossal barbecue encasement. It was delicious. He was able to feed the whole campground. I don't suppose you brought that here today now, did you, brother? Brother Junior Steward, Senior Steward, Ray Pena. Our brother, who has found time to join us despite his busy schedule. If you are in the Bellevue area, you will find this huge, gigantic poster on the wall, lined up with all the other master chefs in the area. Top-rated sushi bar, our junior steward, Charles Celestio. Our illustrious and and great musician, no other than very worshipful Brother Richard Malden, most excellent on the keyboards, and also a great mentor and past district deputy who speaks loudly and eloquently about the craft quite extensively. Brother most worshipful Richard Malden. And lastly, our Tyler, who is at the door, no other than our former law enforcer. Such a fitting title. He ensures no one goes through that doors while we are in session without the proper credentials. He packs a double-sided blade made of stainless steel, 36 inches long, and an excellent swordsman as his sidearm. He is dead on target. Brother Wilson Parayno. Brethren, distinguished guests, families, visitors, these are the officers of Southgate Lodge number 100. Let's give them a Southgate public. Visitors, these are the officers of Southgate Lodge number 100. Let's give them a Southgate public grand honor. Grand honor.
Thank you, brother.
Do we have anyone from the Grand Lodge team present? Brother Senior Deacon. Please seek out the Grand Lodge team.
Yeah, where do you want us? Oh, over here. Oh.
I think we're missing Brother Rick McGann.
I'm taking photographs.
But I got you here too, brother. Okay.
You guys come up for a gift, so.
All right. Brother Senior Deacon, please escort very worshipful Rick McGann to the east. Really? Worshipful. Thank you.
Okay. How you doing?
Believe it or not, worshipful brother Rick McGann is the chairman of the Grand Lodge Photography Committee for the state of Washington. With that said, brothers, can somebody take a picture of us here?
Don't break it.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you don't trust it?
It's insurance.
No.
You're hired. Newest member of the Photography Committee.
There you go. Yeah, you're host.
Brother Rick McGann, a simple token of our appreciation
Thank you.
for you.
Oh, it feels like a camper.
Very worshipful Brother David Brown. Simple token of our appreciation. And most worshipful Brother Santi Loscano.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Brother Senior Deacon. please give them the public grand honors of Freemasonry.
Thank you, Worshipful Master Bretheren.
Thank you, brother.
For the senior.
Thank you, Worshipful Master Bretheren.
Thank you, brother.
We're looking for Very Worshipful Michael Riley. Whoa, he's right here.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
Brother Richard Chapman. Very Worshipful Michael West.
Squared away.
Arthur Urbano and Roy Penny.
Konting amor. Shout out. Nandito kami.
For Glenn Buckler and Tyler Wilson.
Worshipful Master, Bretheren, to our beloved guests, good morning. This is my wife, Jenny. Every time I wake up in the morning, no matter the weather conditions, if I see her smiling face, I feel wonderful.
Brother Charles Celestial. Brother Ray Pena. Please seek out your lady and introduce her.
Only one.
Worshipful Master Roger, yes, my lovely wife, Patricia Pineda, and I also have my children here, and I think Katrina's back there, and my father and mother, Nettie and Nettie Pineda back here.
President guests, Worshipful Master, Senior Warden, and officers of Southgate Lodge, number 100 for 2020. Please give them a big hand. Everybody please come forward for
Tim luto?
Ay, sa salmon.
Sa salmon, ay buson. Awala yan. At tapay di may pa? Oo.
Ay, Team Rome.
Masarap yung curry.
Tatik mo na?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Ganda lang, guys.